G'day, it's Robbie again. Well, it's a wet old day in Adelaide, so I'm doing another product review. And Banggood have sent me some Blue Nano inserts to check out, which is something I've been interested to do for quite a while. I see quite a few other channels have reviewed the Blue Nanos and they've all given them the thumbs up. They think they're pretty good for the money. And they're basically 2 or 3 times more expensive than the standard inserts that you get from Banggood like this. This is just their budget line, their ordinary line, and yeah, this is it. I mean, they work good. So Blue Nano is the only really upmarket line that they have in inserts. And I can't review it in TCMT that I would normally use because they don't make Blue Nano in TCMT, which is quite astounding really, because this is probably one of the most popular insert types out there, widely used. But anyway, no Blue Nano in TCMT at the moment. So the only insert holder I've got, which I can try them in, is DCMT, and I've got a DCMT set. So here's the DCMT, and this is a 12mm holder. This is a 13mm holder. Big difference in insert size, as you can see. So these are good if you put them in boring bars. You know, you can get a really small boring bar profile. It'll go into a small hole, where a bigger insert like this, not so good. So anyway, let's have a look at the Blue Nanos that they've sent me, and we'll go from there. Okay, here's the regular inserts that I've got a few of, Banggood ones. And here's the box of Blue Nanos that they sent me. So basically it's the same everything except they're a different colour. So what are they like close up? Are they significantly different? Well, let's zoom in and have a look. I'll use the USB microscope on them and we'll see what the differences are. So there you have it. That was scary quiet, that footage. I didn't have the microphone connected, but anyway. You could see that the finish on them was identical basically. There were slight differences in them, yeah, and the thickness was one that surprised me. Now, the actual price of these in US dollars is $13.50 for the Blue Nano, as against, for the regular inserts, $5 US. So we're talking almost 3 times as much for the Blue Nano versus the regular insert. And as I said, the regular inserts work very, very well. Now, according to the write-up, Banggood say that the Blue Nano will last 3 to 5 times as long. If it does, well then you'll be ahead. I mean, when they say last, does that mean wear, or does that mean chip resistance? I don't know, you're going to have to just use them long term and find out. Obviously in this video we won't have the ability to do a long term review. This is just a quick and dirty one. Now, the actual hardness on these is supposed to be Rockwell 45, which is pretty tough, and they're supposed to be rated for a range of steel, including quite hard steel. So how they go on stuff like aluminium, it's hard to say, but I expect that'd probably be as good on aluminium as the regular ones, because the profile is, if anything, slightly better. It's got a slightly larger tip radius, but primarily if you bought these you'd be using them for steel or stainless steel, or any other steel alloy that was hard going. So that's it for now. The next step is to put them in an insert and put some hard steel in the lathe and give it a go. Presumably these are better on an interrupted cut than these. Now I haven't actually used this profile on interrupted cut, but I have used TCMT, which I showed you earlier, in this standard chip designation, and it handled interrupted cuts extremely well, extremely well. So all we can do is give us a bit of a workout on some suitably hard stuff, interrupted cut, and just see what damage we can do to it. So let's get on with it. Okay, we'll start off with a 1mm depth of cut on some pretty hard steel. I don't know what it is. It's come out the scrap bin. I tried centre punching it and it didn't centre punch very well. So 1mm is a fair bit for this lathe. So we're on medium feed. Let's give it a go. Shit. That's a little bit too much for the lathe. Alright. It jammed, but it didn't break. Alright, we'll wind it back. Okay, 1/2 mil. Let's give that a go. It's on medium feed. Alright, that went okay. Let's try that on roughing up feed. So that was 1/2 mil. And it's, yeah, not bad. Alright, we'll bring it in. Just do a light pass over it, see how that goes. On fine feed. pretty good. Yeah. I'll go a little bit deeper on it. Just try that on that fine feed again. Going a bit deeper on this end section here. Does a nice job. Okay. So we didn't snap the tip when it locked up. It's a good sign. Let's try on some case hardening. Alright, this is a case hardened pin. So we'll come through on medium feed. And I'll go in 1/2 mil. And we'll be spinning at 460. Alright, medium feed. No problem. Alright. We'll make it a bit deeper. So that was 1/2 mil. Let's make it 0.75 on medium feed. Wow, that was painful. That was painful. Now that's not something I would normally do, and it's unsupported because you can't center drill this stuff.
Well, what I thought was case hardened turns out to be induction hardened, so it's hard all the way through. So whereas I was trying to get under the case hardening, I thought I'd actually got under the case hardening on that second pass. It was just more of the same super hard metal, so that's why it damaged the tip. It was too extreme. Oh well. Now let's have a look at the tip under the microscope and see what's happened.
So we know that the Blue Nano insert is not indestructible. We also know that it's got quite a pronounced coating on it. You can see how that was chipped away on this end here actually. So it is definitely more than just a carbide insert. It's a carbide insert with a special quite thick coating on it. But it's not impervious to damage under the right conditions, and they were pretty severe conditions. So now I've flipped it around, I've got the other end, the good end on it, and we'll try some interrupted cuts now and see how it goes in that situation. Let's try some dodgy rebar at 460 RPM, see how she goes. I do fine feed. It's not very symmetrical, but that's a good test. I'm a bit deeper now. There you go. Finishes okay without being brilliant. Well, that'll seem to go okay, and now it's just a matter of get at the microscope again and have another look. Finish looks okay. No complaints. Let's check it out. So, what do I think of Blue Nano? Well, I pounded the hell out of it to begin with, and it wilted under pressure, but then any other insert would have done exactly the same thing. It did show that it's got a very thick coating on it, so for regular turning, treated with respect, that heavy coating may make it last quite a lot longer. The regular inserts here don't have any such coating on them. It's just a bit of coloration really. I don't think that does much of anything. But overall, these are still a tough little insert, and on interrupted cuts I've had good results with them. As you saw, the Blue Nano handled the interrupted cut fine when treated with respect. And that's the thing, you've got to treat your inserts with respect. It's not as tough as high-speed steel, but it's still pretty good. And compared to what inserts were like 20, 30 years ago, these are really, really tough little buggers. Now, the difference is the price. And here we have inserts, this box of inserts, $5 US. This box of inserts, the Blue Nanos, $13.50 US. Big difference. But you're still only paying $1.30 an insert, which is peanuts compared to what inserts cost 20, 30 years ago, and that was then, that was in their dollars. So overall, I can only present it as I see it. I think they're a quite capable insert. How they'll go on long-term machining, non-demanding machining, they may go 3 to 5 times as long. I don't know. All I know is that they do have that very heavy coating on them. They haven't snapped off or anything like that, but we did manage to chip them. So, yeah, it's your call. Okay, well that's all I can do, show you how it is. At the end of the day, it's your money and go for it. Okay, see you next time. Cheers.